with the quick play towards B, perhaps.
Yeah, Boss with a full battle view tilt and a smoke immediately to that mid window. So MIBR will be flying a little bit blind, but they hear a lot of that presence from ledge, close to cave. And so BR Inazan already creeping forward towards the mouth of B, ready for a potential hit.
He's got a flashbang for Drop to peek out as well. There's 3 players here. This could either be a big moment or a big disaster. BR Inazan starts things off. Drop will be found now. Cryptic to take him down. Darty with a second as well. And BR Inazan fully blinded out. Not ready for Brett to push through. A perfect execution. Very nicely done from Boss.
Yeah, I mean, that full belt of utility being utilized perfectly for Boss, breaching into that B play and hunting down all those players, especially the ones that were sort of keeping those players out from the mouth of B. MIBR already calling it quits in this pistol. The 2-on-4 seeming a little too daunting. No kit available. Boss breakthrough first.
And MIBR had a game plan for this one, right? They even get that first skill in. They're ready to try and take control into cave. They're ready to try and counter this out because they know they've completely given up mid. And it's likely going to be that cave push because all the footsteps they got earlier on. Despite all of that preparedness, it doesn't matter. Insani, actually very significant that he gets these 2 kills over here because his armor is also there. So now you can pick up a Falmus and a smoke and a grenade, perhaps.
Pretty compromised on this B bomb side. Drop with just the dualies, but that Molotov actually keeping Cryptic from taking too much room. Safe there to try and keep a watchful eye on how many players creep up from ramp, but Drop doesn't realize just how much his back is exposed. Cryptic, perfect utilization of those smokes, but exit to back and forth over towards A instead, and Insani's just there to plug that gap. Nobody actually trailing forward here on Boss. They peel back.
Feels like MIBR might just end up saving this one again. Safe can't really get involved with the scout unless he gets onto ledge and fast. Now, he has a timing window. He does. As the Boss bomb starts to move forward, if Safe can pluck out that shot, if he can find the head of Brett, this round could be interesting again. Instead, it's Bone alone to fall first and give information. That information leads to nothing. Flash is good. Allows the cross and Cryptic spots out Insani but won't get the frag. Insani even long range with the MP9 able to get more damage in. It's a 3-on-2. HP is low for the T side.
And there is nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. BR Inazan coming in on that flank, totally boxed in, and Brett traded on the bomb site. It's the force buy here from MIBR when Boss had control of that B bomb site for so damn long. The fact that he hit the headshot, it didn't matter who was ahead of him.
Molly down and they're trying to run through it. They need to make good work of this, but Exit's got the double. Safe now getting involved as well. Knows he's got space to come out through that smoke. A second smoke to Bloom in front of him. Trying to play around these util pieces. Very nicely done, but he is being tagged up. The T's can't scale onto the site. Can't really look to fight into Temple yet either. They don't know that there's no CT players present here. BR Inazan still worried about a mid push that'll never come. Boss have got to take some map control and do it fast.
This is the gap, just on that corner, just out of sight. MIBR creeping forward out of Donut, but Brett standing his ground. Pone getting a 1 just before he dies. That's critical. 2-on-2 now, and Drop trying to push it, piece it all together as well. But that long range from Freshie, the M4 recovered. It's safe. He's walking wounded. The next bullet should do it. And Boss might just steal this round right back, and Freshie will punch it in. Boss, with their force buy, get right back into it.
This one will be found, though. Darty is playing containment and control. In the meanwhile, Safe's op is postured up. Bone alone to try and peek into it. Flash will not matter. Safe good for 1, and the retreat is there. No one pursuing.
Cryptic even caught on the tail end of that flash, so not exactly a fair fight. Safe in great position to deal with that. Spam right back onto Brett. Insani showing a lot of presence in this round, even if he was undetected up until that point. Cleared out lane over towards B, challenged through middle. Now Exit holds his back.
There's no util left for the CTs. This could be deadly, but Insani's over here to reinforce. Big double from the big man. And he's got the defense of BR Inazan, and in the meanwhile, Darty finds that out firsthand. Bone alone. All alone, more like. And all dead.
Yeah.
is struggling a little bit. He's also very worried about the push from BRNs, and that does come out around the corner. Exit is taking duels. Insani is the one winning them out, but the trades are still good for Boss. 3-on-3 and full mid control been given to them. Meanwhile, B side as well, as Night Hit does drop, has to hold down the line enough to get at least one kill and keep himself alive. A trade is not good enough here. But he doesn't know where they're coming in from, and now he's second-guessing himself. He's missed the timings. Darty will not be able to spot him out, though. Keeps his life for a while longer. The bomb will not be planted. They're trying to go back inside cave, or rather, I retract my statement. Insani finds Darty, finishes him off. Bone Alone and Freshie need to pull this round out of a hat. Bone Alone will be very concerned about Safe's presence, who is getting aggressive. The AK peeks forward, fantastic frag found, and Insani's been tagged as well. Freshie, in fact, given some cover from that smoke more than anything else. There's no Molotov, there's no util, and drop good for one, but Bone Alone will be able to fight right back. Insani all alone. Bone peeks into him, and Bone's done it all. A big triple
Solution for MIBR, but not going to play like that every round. And this, neither are Boss. They're going for more of an execute over towards this B site. Safe here with the ult, but drop flashed up, but able to recover in time. Insani is there as backup, a contingency, but he's not even needed. It's dropping Insani, just simply feasting. And BRN is sweeping up the last on the spam. It was more of a pistol play, just a simple burst here from Boss.
There's some chaos all across the board. You don't really know how to play around it, and yeah. But now Brett, he wants to go aggro early ends. Insani peeks up before the smoke blooms, wants to continue fighting as well, and that's where BRN is and can assist. Right down mid, he takes the peek, and Insani still stays alive. BRN isn't punished. Molotov is very well placed, very well timed, but Bone Alone is boosted up. Exit will not be ready. It's a free kill, and that'll start to pull the rotations back. Unfortunately, Darty died just as that happened as well. But around the corner goes Bone. Good damage found, only for Safe to trade out his friend as well.
To this T side, but MIBR have found some answers. And now all they have to do is tie the bow on this round versus these SMGs and pistols. But Boss are getting a lot of space quite quickly.
Exit's gonna blow open this smoke, and it's gonna be 2 free kills. You'd think so, but Cryptic is so fast with the Tech 9. Safe, flash forward, soon to be smoked off. Immediately rotates, no shots fired, nothing like it. No delays of the sort. Cryptic in the meanwhile though has to be careful about the flank that is being planned by Insani. Who's going to be the first one to blink? Insani backs off. CTs will be focusing on the retake through spawn more than anything else, but Drop is consistently aware that Darty likes to play these lurking spots back to B. Ones that are currently unoccupied. Cryptic inside Donut has got back up, swings out wide. 2 big frags, and now Freshie on the bomb side is hoping to cut off BRNizen's head with that Tech 9. Swings out wide and keeps the fight going. Safe around the corner, cannot hit the shot, and Boss maintain that advantage.
I mean, what a round from Cryptic. That instant trade round the smoke for Exit, gets his hands on that rifle, and also very fast pistol here from MIBR. They're just charging straight into the B bomb site, and that's because there's actually, weirdly, nobody home. Just playing far back. Darty wanted to try and keep himself alive, but he gets gunned, as does Brett on the rotate. So MIBR, B bomb site, straight into this pistol.
We've just transitioned from a nice weaving pistol from Boss to just MIBR. Yeah, just press W, bro. Boss goes back, checks for mid control, sees if there's anyone there, no one flanking, get the full execute out with a belt out.
Yeah, hold my smoke. They're not ready for this.
Oh, well. Move on. Curious to see whether they go for the 4 spies or not. Of course, they will have these 2 Kevlars saved. Is there going to be a flash? Is there going to be any assistance? No, there's only going to be a threat, and that threat is quickly neutralized. Oh, wants to keep it going. Gets information as well. Darty, in the meanwhile, is about to be challenged. It might be safe, but he's not the kind to walk through a smoke. Oppers very seldom are. Cryptic, position is solid. Boost is there as well. They swing out, they're good for 1, and that's the problem. Cryptic just gets a trade. Damage as well, but he can't finish off Drop, left with barely any HP. Drop forced to call in his bigger brother to try and fight his fights for him. Safe now in the playground. But is he about to eat a fistful of sand?
Cryptic doesn't spam back. Just knows that Freshie has his entrance, knows he can't be wrapped. The Molotov with Capone will force him forward, but there's that cover. Safe dropped, and Cryptic just maintaining his attention over at ramp. Drop does find that trade, but comes in with that pre-fire. 35 seconds, that bomb loose.
Placed. And then, like you mentioned, Fresh is providing that cover. There you have it.
Yeah.
Full faith in your teammates.
It's one of those things that, you know, the North American region almost gets attributed with being a little bit too loose, a little bit too puggy at times. You know,
No one's watching out for headroom. Control for that can be free. Instead, aggression being planned for Cheetah, but they're going to be going into 2D side. Players drop only good for the one. Cryptic trades, and he knows there's another around the corner. Exit's got the pre-fire. Dink or not, he's got advantages.
it's a big kill to find, but will Exit actually be able to hold on to that control because he didn't keep on applying that pressure over towards B, and his teammates are starting to link up, creep their way through those doors. You just have to hope that Fresher receives some support, but Boss simply have the wrong read. Doubling up inside a temple, they know that Red Room could get hit the spam.
He doesn't want to reveal his position though. They're still playing for the retake. Brett's got a Molotov. And Exit's going to be able to find Fresh. He spots out the barrel of the silencer, makes that duel easy for himself. And with that, Boss have got control.
So they had to plan, you know, safe from long and short, and because of that, there was, you know, that possibility opening up was kind of felt like the best possible way that they could have found at least an equalizing frag. Even if Freshy's position is given up, he knows that they can be in so many different positions. He just hopes.
Getting aggressive right down middle. There is a timing. He should be catching it. Good for one, and he spotted drop as well. So this double Cheetah setup will be allowed to maintain. And meanwhile, Freshy, all he has to do is keep control of Red Room with that USP. Brett's naded up, but he takes that first angle only to be taken down by a second nade. Biaranezan finishes him off, and their gun is not in a recoverable position either. Darty, position revealed, but they're baiting it for Cryptic. He's been spotted. Wants to continue fighting. The 5-7 finds nothing.
Man, such a well-orchestrated round here from Mibr. The utility they got down, the double nade as well to the back of the bomb site, because they funnel him into that position, round that short side smoke, and he just got obliterated by those nades. Ooh, that's a lovely kill there from Freshy. There's not much you can do about that if you drop. But Ulp is out here now for Pwn, but same smoke over on B. This time Cryptic flashing for himself and drop floored. It's only the trade from Biaranezan on the spam that they can be happy about.
And he can do nothing about that either. Cryptic only has to shrug and move on, but Safe is hoping to use that same smoke before it dissipates. A Molotov deep does reveal his position, and that position is then eliminated. This time, Brett's the one who's getting invisible kills rather than invisible deaths. Freshy. Molotov doesn't really do too much other than funnel Insani forward to a destination he was already planning on maintaining, and what a frag he finds, Brett. Looked like he was on an exit. Slow push forward into the site they go. Biaranezan will have his gun barrel spotted. Freshy gets that kill for free. Hugs out the headshot boxes, and Darty knows where Exit is as well. Freshy makes him unnecessary, and Pwn alone, who's been watching that potential flank all in the meanwhile, gives Boss a 9th with 3 players maintained.
Yeah.
Freshy might end up being the only port of call at this point. Brett will not really be able to fight up against the donor players too early in. Freshy good for one. Can he make it 2? No. And now Brett has to find it. Gets a player with the Molotov in his hand. That'll be Exit's death met. Meanwhile, Cryptic brings an MP9 forward. Brett continues to hold down the line. Big double, and Drop will need the same to try and make this possible, but time is running low and the bomb is being planted. Swings out wide, spots Darty, but Darty just fades back into a fading smoke. Boss regained the lead, 10-9.
Boss are doing a great job of being able to play off of each other in these moments. I mean, you couldn't have asked for more. Boss have played a very solid game plan, through and through.
Look at this aggression. Biaranezan is there to punish, but do they realize there's another player still present? Insani will go by unnoticed. 4v3 found. Freshy. Smoke dissipating. Pwn alone around the corner, and I think that his shoulder was spotted only to turn back in and continue fighting, but a missed shot is there. And now they've rotated away Freshy as well. They're not ready for this A-hit. Pwn has to hold down the line. But Mibr, they don't actually have the donut smoke. They've not been prioritizing that, so maybe Pwn would have still been able to be a threat. And they realize that. They back off. But in doing so, give Boss time to reset. Back over to mid they go. Insani, if he falls too soon here, he can't guarantee his team's ascent to the B bomb site. That's the timing window they're hoping to hit, and he's gone. He's immediately eliminated. How are they going to cross the AWP? That's what Bone alone is hoping to prevent from doing. Great kill, and the collateral as well. The nade forward, and they're going to continue to fight. Pistols out, Mibr cannot scale onto the bomb site. Finally, in a position to plant the bomb. But the advantage, HP, numbers, utility, everything to CT's safe has to put up the kills immediately. Needs to swing out. Freshy though gets the frag and Drop's got nothing to work with. HP dwindling. Time as well running out. CT's need to push soon and Drop finds nothing. Boss on 12. Boss on match point.
It felt like we had a round almost identical to this on Mibr CT side as well. That retaking of middle. This time they do it as a whole pack.
Shout out to good trade agreements.
Still got to get that one more round though.
And Brett is the one looking to produce. Good for one, almost a second, but can't finish it off, and that's where Drop comes into factor. Darty, right around the corner he goes, and it's only Insani, crippled, walking with blood over his body. And an expectation on his shoulders that he surely cannot have. 13 and a massive upset. The second game of the Americas RMR. Boss, take it away.